Today I'm joined by the coin-based NBA 2K League 3v3 Slam Open champions, Pistons GT. We got Coach Dew.
What's up, guys? How are you?
We got Anthony Ant Costanzo.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
Doing well. We're also joined by Connor Harden.
What's up, y'all?
And Jaron Bagmotion Baylor.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right, welcome to 2K TV. Let's get started.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sport. Allie, take it.
Hey, Brian.
Looking to be the last team standing, Allie. Thank you. Here are the five for the Cavaliers. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Okoro in at the 3 slot. And for Philadelphia, up front, it's Tucker at the 4 next to Embiid in the middle. James Harden out there with Maxey. And it's Harris in at the 3. There is nothing like the atmosphere of opening night in the NBA. Grant, do players get just as pumped up as the fans for the first game of the season?
I think they do. I mean, everybody, players, coaches, organization, fans, everybody gets excited for opening night. It's impossible not. All the work these players put in over the offseason, the training camp preparation, it pays off right here and now.
Now here's Maxey. 6 on the shot clock. 3-pointer off the mark.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Garland for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Outside Maxey. Pass to Embiid. And just over a minute played here to start the game. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. Cleveland has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Mitchell. Joel Embiid with the board.
And you know, guys, I don't think too many people expected the resurgence we saw from the Cavs last season. It started with their defense.
Now here's Embiid. And the shot is good. Harris making the play.
Just a beautiful job of scanning the floor, finding the open man. Harris looking to involve his teammates.
Back to Garland. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, in terms of their D, the Cavs have gone from one of the softer teams in the league to one of the toughest.
Well, think about this. I mean, they're a young team. They play with tremendous energy, and we see that in the way they get after it on defense.
2022 proved to be a momentous year for Darius Garland, making his first All-Star game, which had to validate all of his hard work so far.
Now here's Embiid. Nifty move. Nice D from Allen.
Okay, it's taking them a moment to find their rhythm, opening the game with some uneven 1-for-4 shooting.
Mitchell with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Mitchell misses. Garland also managed to make some noise in the All-Star game, Richard.
Yeah, he certainly came to play in front of his hometown. He hopped off the bench and dropped 13 points, the most of any reserve player on his squad. Some pretty impressive stuff.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special. Well, it took them 5 tries, but they showed they can make a basket, I guess.
Harden, the pass to Embiid. Out to Harris. Outside Harden. Beyond the arc. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Harden. And a new group getting ready for the Sixers. Harrell's checked in for Embiid. McDaniels comes in for Tucker. Melton, he's checked in for Maxey. And Milton subbed in for Harden. And a new group getting ready for the Cavaliers. Osman, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Karis LeVert comes in for Okoro. Neto's checked in for Donovan Mitchell. And Rubio is subbed in for Darius Garland.
And you can't let Mobley roam free on the offensive glass. This is how you get burned.
Milton passes to Harris. first quarter. We're about 3.5 minutes in.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Pass to Neto. Rubio against Milton. Here's Neto. That's tipped. Here's Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. All alone. Basket counts. For Philadelphia, they've gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Here's Milton. Milton on the wing. Pass to Harrell. Right side, Rubio. No good that time. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. McDaniels against LeVert. Oh, and Mobley with the block.
Hard to protect your shot from Mobley's length. Look, he just bats that ball away.
Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. The Sixers trailing. Pass to Melton. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Harris. Cavaliers with the rebound.
He did everything in his power to make that a hard shot.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
Locking down his man. Harrell with the long arms, the strength, and the foot speed to be an impact defender.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And what stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
In this league, it is so hard scoring in the half court, so you have to run every time you get the opportunity.
On the court for the Cavaliers. Okoro at the 3 with Mobley at the 4. Donovan Mitchell out there with Darius Garland. And it's Allen in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's great to see a fantastic block on replay once again.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Now here's Embiid. Shot clock at 5.
And it's not just blocking shots, it's altering them. And Allen does that as much as any defender in the league.
When you look at the age of Jared Allen, the way he's developed, he could be a top 5 center in the league very soon. Fantastic impact on the court he has.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, Sixers head coach Doc Rivers earned the nickname Doc back in college for wearing a T-shirt with Julius Erving on it. In the NBA, he said, quote, "The first game I started was against the Sixers. I went over and said, Dr. J, how are you?" And he said, "Doc, how are you?" I said, no, I'm Glenn. But he said, "No, you're Doc." And that made me feel like $1 million, guys.
All right, thanks, Allie.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Garland, the pass to Mobley. Pass to Okoro. Goes back up. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game. And Allen has the defense and finishing that you want from the center spot, Graham.
Yeah, B.A. Allen can switch on the guards with ease. Great lateral movement and contests very well. Having a center that can do that is huge for a team.
Cleveland calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And here in the second with about 1.5 minutes gone by. Garland finds Allen. Rebound by the 76ers. Embiid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Maxey with it. Picked up by Allen. And Harden gets the double team. Tucker, the pass to Embiid. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It's going to be Evan Mobley.
Yeah, Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big fella.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
What more is there to say about how much Embiid means to his team and this city? After being hurt his first 2 years, he's been worth the wait.
It can help a big man's game to hit those free throws. It keeps the defense from getting too aggressive.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Garland. Mobley with it. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Tucker.
The length of Mobley that's what's challenging for many defenders, which is why you pretty much resort to fouling him.
And he makes the first. And with Embiid, when he puts his foot on the gas, there's no stopping it.
A top scorer in the league since his inception. Not many centers who can stop this man. He uses so much power, almost unguardable.
Harden finds Tucker. Embiid inside. Allen defending. And Embiid gets the double team. 6 to shoot. And Embiid throws it down.
Oh, what a dunk by Embiid. He's just doing big man things the way big man should.
Pass to Garland. Harden with the defensive effort. The Sixers leading. Here's Embiid. Uses the glass on the layup. Embiid's got 12 points.
And after struggling out the gate, he's looked more confident. And it's why his teammates have continued to feed him. And that's when they say you can't teach tall. This is where size helps you. Owning those rebounds on the defensive end. That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. A third, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Harris is checked in for Tucker. Milton comes in for McDaniels. And it's Melton in for James Harden.
And last season's scoring champion, Joel Embiid, the first center to lead the league in scoring since Big Shaq way back in the 2000 season.
And Joel Embiid, last season, the first center to average over 30 a game since Moses Malone did it back in 1982, Grant.
Oh, B.A., talk about historic company. And how about this? Also the first ever international player to lead the NBA in scoring, too. I mean, he won't be the last with the way things are.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter.
Love to see Embiid swatting down shots, taking advantage of his size and frame.
Here's Allen. Outside Rubio. Pass to Osman. Ooh, tough break there. Shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And here's Embiid. Outside Rubio. The pull-up J. And the shot goes. Rubio's got his first basket.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Melton finds Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. Yep, that one's good. And the 76ers lead by 5.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Ooh, Harrell with the denial.
Oh, we talk about Harrell's high level of activity. They're demonstrating it with a great block.
Pass to Embiid. Tries again. The rebound by Allen. Allen's got his 4th rebound in this one. LeVert with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Here's Osman. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And good whistle there.
First one falls for him. Tyrese Maxey's checked in for Embiid. And so he makes both from the line. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Maxey against LeVert. Now here's Maxey. Defense right on him. No luck on that one.
Give the defender credit. Willing to challenge the shot. Lots of other guys just let them score there.
Joel Embiid, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Philadelphia. His fingerprints were all over that quarter. 13 points, leading the charge. Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. And, folks, we'll be right back to start the second half of this game.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He ended up with 15 points, 2 block shots, and 8 rebounds. And he wasn't himself in that last contest, but tonight, he's really turned it around. And from what we saw... And that wraps up the half.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
And in the first half, he dominated in the post. He got the looks he wanted and was able to execute.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Montrezl Harrell is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Tobias Harris. And it's Harden in at the point. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. You know, only 2 players have won both MVP and Sixth Man of the Year honors. Bill Walton and James Harden.
What's interesting is that they won Sixth Man of the Year at very different stages. Harden was 22 and still growing as a player, while Walton was 33 at the tail end of his career for the Celtics. What an athlete Harden is. Gets off the ground so fast to hammer it down.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Joel Embiid drawing comparisons to some legendary big men. He said, quote, I want to be mentioned as one of the greats. That's my goal. And obviously being a Hall of Famer. But you've got to take step by step, one day at a time. It's going to take a lot of work, and I'm willing to put it in. Guys?
He's well on his way, Allie. Thanks. Out to the right wing. Back to Harden. Here's Harrell, and Harrell throws it down.
Yeah, terrific execution by Harrell. He collects the rebound and immediately goes after a shot of his own.
Cleveland calls timeout.
When you think about tough-nosed fan bases that don't hold back, the Philadelphia 76er fans, well, let's just say they stand out. They are extremely demanding of their team.
Joel Embiid, he's checked in for the Sixers. Pass to Okoro. From deep, Mitchell. And Tucker pulls it down. The 76ers have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Sixers fans have no issues letting their players hear it when they are falling short of expectations.
And you could argue it makes it tougher for these players in the long run. They know these fans want to win. And because of it, these players are determined not to let them down.
But if you succeed, you worship forever.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now. Back to Mitchell. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. And we have to take another look at that block.
What a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Pass to Embiid. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, You know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea.
Osman, he's checked in for Allen. Here's Okoro, hounded by Harris. And the shot's good.
Looking for a high percentage shot. Garland wants the best look he can get.
And the 76ers call time here. And Darius Garland has proven he's a franchise player, Grant. And the upside is still there for him.
Oh, wow. He could be one of the best guards in the league when he hits his prime. He gives you everything you want from a point guard. This team was patient with him, and it paid off.
The Sixers leading. Harden, the pass to Embiid. Embiid drawing the double team. And we're going to have a jump ball.
You too.
And so it's Cleveland with it. The 76ers shooting around 50% of the game so far. Pass to Harden. It's stolen by Garland. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Good on the shot. Now just a 5-point Philadelphia lead.
That is absolutely a shot that Garland has in his back pocket just for moments like this.
Embiid inside. Mobley's on him. Embiid with it. It's stolen by Garland. Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have passed. Here's Okoro, hounded by Harris. Pass to Garland. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Mobley tries yet again. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to go. The 76ers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Yep, that one goes. Maxi's got 5 points in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Garland, the pass to Mitchell. Harden against Garland. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Joel Embiid.
One thing I'll say about the Cavs, it's become clear these past few seasons, their front office is not afraid to make some bold moves.
And some changes here for the 76ers. Harrell's checked in for Joel Embiid. Milton comes in for Harris. And it's Melton in for James Harden. Karis LeVert's checked in for the Cavs. Rubio comes in for Mitchell. Maxey passes to Tucker. Over to the left wing. Garland for 3. Nails it from 3. Garland's got 10.
For a guard like Garland, hitting threes unlocks the rest of the floor.
Outside Maxey. 26 seconds left in the third quarter. Second chance effort. Harrell uses the glass to finish the layup. He has 6.
And they're shooting with much more confidence here in the second half. The field goal percentage is now over 50%.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And I love watching Garland mature into a leader. And you know what? He is not done yet.
That's good from Garland. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And he makes both free throws. Melton finds Maxey. To the inside. Ooh, stolen by Allen. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Sixers ahead, up by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. A moment ago, head coach Doc Rivers in the huddle.
Hey guys, come on, let's close this score.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court right now for Cleveland. The lengthy pair of Mobley and Allen are together inside. Ricky Rubio is out there with Darius Garland. And it's LeVert in at the small forward position.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, guys get away with this all the time, but on this occasion, he got caught.
And that's a foul called on Donovan Mitchell. That's foul number 2 for him. Melton passes to Harris. Harden against Garland. And it's Harden. That time on the assist by Harris. And the 76ers lead by 5. Harden against Garland.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Melton passes to Harden. Count that bucket.
You think about James Harden. Here's a guy who's played with KD, Russ, CP3, Kyrie. So many great players.
And yep, it's good.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
And the 76ers call time here. And this late game timeout, getting a breather here. Important for the players to recharge. This is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with some Gatorade. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Okoro's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He likes what he's seeing, but he cautioned his players, we are not far enough ahead to assume anything. Momentum can shift in a heartbeat. We have to be diligent, and we have to be smart.
Thanks for that, Allie. Garland against Harden. Now here's Embiid. He's closely guarded. That falls. Nice setup by Harris. Harris has got his 4th assist with that last one. On the wing, Mitchell. Here's Okoro, covered by Milton. And Okoro gets it to go.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Pass to Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
The team just loves to see Embiid fired up on offense like this. They really rely on his scoring ability.
Here's Okoro, covered by Milton. Back to Garland. Let's go with a 3 on target from range. Garland's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
That was a disgusting first half he turned in, but it's been night and day for him after the break.
Harden with a bucket.
Figuring out ways to score. That is James Harden's specialty. The beard can hurt you inside and out.
Got a piece of it. Here we go. The Sixers on the break. Melton outside. Pass to Harris. Embiid against Allen. Embiid's shot is good. Embiid's got 6 here in the quarter.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Now a timeout called by Cleveland.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
He has truly put on a show out there tonight, tearing it up on both ends of the floor. So impressive, and the other squad has looked helpless to stop him.
Boy, you can see the amazing relationship he's built with the hometown fans, and it motivates him to always give them his very best. To the middle. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, don't make a habit of this. We've seen games where Embiid shoots 20 free throws or more. He is so good at getting himself to the line.
Boy, viewership numbers are on the rise. NBA business is booming. I guess it's a good time to own a piece, eh, Grant?
Hey, B.A., you said it best. The league is in great shape. We have great leadership, talent. It's an exciting time, and I think the league has more growth globally in the years to come.
Harden against Garland. Harden to pass to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Since half, there's been a stark contrast between these teams. I'm talking about efficiency at the offensive end.
And start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
And Allen gets it to go.
He is an elite offensive rebounder. Allen is especially good at getting ideal positioning on that glass.
Garland against Harden. 1:07 left in the final quarter. For three, Maxey. And the 76ers another three.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the 76ers.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Joel Embiid.
Honestly, I just love how relentless he is on the glass, making a big effort to pull the ball in and give his teammates extra chances.
This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
2-second difference between shot and game clock. Maxey passes to Harden. Back to Maxey. The three ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Harden. And the 76ers lead by 14.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. A competitive game, you have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
Well, now a minute to check in with Allie LaForce. She's courtside. Hey, Allie.
Tobias, congratulations on the win. Do you sense this team is building good chemistry?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing is us continuing to find our identity. And what we are learning is we're a great team once we get stops. And once we're able to run, get out of transition, we just continue to find each other's similarities and our personalities as we play together.
Guys, as the year goes on, they continue to get closer.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA season. For our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now,
He has. Not much has changed, has it, DA? Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Wiseman's out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. And for the Raptors, Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
The Pistons shooting their first free throws of this game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws. And with Ivy, he gives you the physical traits you want at guard. Long, strong, athletic, lots of upside.
And Ivy especially effective. In the open floor.
Outstanding burst and speed. Plays with a high motor, and he's always in attack mode.
Puts it up from 12. Not going to go that time. And the Pistons now going the other way. Now, here's Ivy. He's tightly guarded. Bogdanovich, no luck.
3 straight misses to begin this contest, and already starting to look frustrated.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Back to Van Vliet. Shoots the 3. They get it back. Pirtle kicks to Trent. Van Vliet looking around. Just 5 to shoot. Pirtle, the pass to Van Vliet. And here's Trent outside. And the Raptors miss again. The Pistons have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And the shot goes down.
Good instincts from Cade. He doesn't think too hard about it. He just shoots.
Trent outside. And so just over a minute and a half played. Count it, good.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
Ivy passes to Bogdanovich. Wiseman kicks to Cunningham. Pass to Bagley. A fader. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1.
Just a little off to start this game. 1 for 5, looking to find some kind of rhythm.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Siakam's got his 2nd basket of the game. And opening day is here. So, what are these players right now, Greg, feeling as they tip off this brand new season?
Mostly excitement. I mean, this is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Here is Cunningham, following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Bagley, no good.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Cunningham against Van Vliet. Count it. Cunningham's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. OG Anunoby comes in for Gary Trent. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duran, he's checked in for Wiseman. Stewart comes in for Bagley. Diallo, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Burks in for Ivy. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
Here is Cunningham. Following the basket by Pascal Siakam. Pass to Diallo. And he drops it in from the low post. The Raptors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Pass to Anunoby. Inside. Siakam's shot is off.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Cunningham kicks to Burks. Barnes against Diallo. Lock at 6. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Toronto's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. That's a 2 from Barnes. No good off the back of the rim. Pistons shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Unloads from 13. Burks can't get it to go. And Barnes has got the ball here for Toronto. Van Vliet passes to Achua. Anunoby kicks to Barnes. Siakam against Stewart. And finished off by Siakam.
Big man playing big. Once Siakam gets it there, it's a done deal.
Bounce pass from Cunningham.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Yeah, just not on the same page. Unfortunate, wasted possession.
Burks for 3. And that one released in time, but no good.
OG Anunoby has great lateral quickness. Gets it done defensively. Great contest on that play.
Pascal Siakam getting it done for the Toronto. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Bagley is out there with James Wiseman, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3.
The front office for the Pistons coming in from Oklahoma City. Their draft picks overall pretty good, making an immediate impact.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much. Wiseman, no good. And the Pistons draftees all showing starting caliber metal early on. And, you know, Steve, they're playing now with confidence. I mean, you can see it.
Kevin, they couldn't wait for this season to start. They know this is a team poised to make that jump to contending for the playoffs.
5 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game.
Some changes for Toronto. Pirtle comes in for Thaddeus Young. And it's Scotty Barnes in for Anunoby. More and more defenses switch everything now, Steve. And if you were coaching, is that how you'd play it? Is that how you would teach it?
You know, Kevin, yes. Sometimes you have to switch, but I think the best coaches, what they do best is they show you different looks. And timely, they'll do it. Sometimes they'll trap it. Sometimes they'll hedge the pick and roll. And sometimes they'll just go under.
Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So great profile for a modern NBA defense.
And Wiseman sends it back.
And on a per-minute basis, Wiseman already gets a lot of blocks, and his defensive awareness will only improve with time.
Achua, he's checked in for Toronto. Now, here's Trent. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
Barnes against Bogdanovich. Here's Ivy. Misses the three.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Pistons trail by 4. He kicks to Bogdanovich. Now, here's Ivy. Covered by Barnes. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And you got to respect how quickly Wiseman has adapted to big league play. He hit the ground running and has not looked back. Always growing as a player.
Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart's checked in for Bagley. And Alec Burks subbed in for Cunningham. And Smitty, Fred VanVleet has really come into his own as a starter.
He has, Kevin. He has proven he can run an offense. He's also a dynamic and confident scorer and someone you can depend on to sink big-time shots. He is one of the toughest players in this game, both mentally and physically. Fred VanVleet never stops working, and he's reached star status.
Duren, he's checked in for Detroit. Barnes kicks to Trent. Barnes passes to Purtle. And here is Achua, guarded by Stewart. VanVleet up top. Achua finds VanVleet over Ivy. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
Burks. It's deflected. They get it back. Duren the pass to Burks. Bogdanovich looking around. Back to Burks. And he drives in. And finally, that one's good. Burks has got his first points in this one.
Blazing first step of Burks, enabling him. To leave the defense in his wake.
Toronto calls timeout.
And when you look at the complete game of the Detroit Pistons, there are struggles on both ends of the floor, which I'm sure can feel discouraging at times.
And some changes here for the Raptors. Chris Boucher's checked in for Purtle. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Trent. And Detroit with a change here, too. Diallo's checked in for Bogdanovich. Now, here's Achua. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And again, no good by Toronto. And looking at the Pistons' recent performance, Greg, which end would you want to see improve first?
Kevin, I'd have to say defense. More stops means more chances in the open floor, and it would help them keep games competitive.
First trip to the line for him here.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
An effective role player. Isaiah Stewart is reliable when it comes to rebounding and blocking shots.
Now here's VanVleet from 12 feet out. And the shot is long.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
In the corner, it's Diallo. The pass to Burks. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Achua. Achua's got 4 rebounds in this game. On the wing, Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Achua. Misses the baby hook.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Burks kicks to Stewart. Now here's Diallo. It's all tied in Toronto. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny. What a start it was for Pascal Siakam. He had 9 points and 4 rebounds. And taking a look at
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Pascal Siakam, guys, really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Pirtle in at the center, locking down the middle. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half.
If you're the defense, you have to know where Cunningham is at all times.
Well, you look at the counting numbers for Cade Cunningham. He fills up a stat sheet. The key for him moving forward, though, efficiency.
Pistons shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Kicks it to Bogdanovich. Back to Cunningham. Shoots over Van Vliet. Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got the lead up to 2 now for the Pistons. And you talk about Cade's efficiency. Greg on a struggling team, that can be a challenge.
Yeah, without great shooters around him, he's forced into taking tough shots or turnovers. And as the team improves, though, I think the percentages should come around. The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
To the paint, here's Bogdanovich, and easy 2 points on the layup. Bogdanovich has got his first basket.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Here's Siakam. Count it! And he'll have a chance for a 3-point play. Marvin Bagley picks one up.
And I'll tell you, Siakam is like a spider in terms of his balance, his reach. He can overwhelm you.
And the Raptors making a change here. Young's checked in. The Pistons leading. Passes it to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Bagley against Siakam. The dish to Barnes. Van Vliet outside. Down low. It's stolen by Wiseman. Cunningham with it. And Young picks him up defensively. Cunningham against Van Vliet. Cunningham's shot is off. Raptors trail by 3. Van Vliet finds Siakam. Young, right side. It's stolen by Bagley. Now, here's Ivy. Tight defense on him. Bogdanovich can't connect from short range. In Toronto, they've gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Here's Van Vliet. Patton coming off the assist from Young. Van Vliet's got 6 points.
Built to take as much punishment as you want to dish out. Fred Van Vliet not fazed by physical D.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. And Scotty Barnes, the Rookie of the Year in 2022 in the NBA.
And you could argue he was maybe the biggest surprise of the 21 draft. Made a huge impact on the floor immediately. If you did a redraft of that class, he'd be closer to the top.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Chris Boucher's checked in for Siakam. And OG Anunoby subbed in for Trent.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
On the wing, Barnes. He's guarded by Diallo. It's good.
Boucher with great hands on the catch, and then he finishes it.
Pass to Diallo. Nice ball movement by Detroit. The pass to Stewart. And Boucher sends it back. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Over in the corner, Barnes. To the middle, Stewart with the steal. 44 seconds left to play in the third. And Boucher sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Burks looking around. The shot by Stewart with no one around.
It's been a rough quarter for him. Can't seem to find any kind of rhythm.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Here's Burks shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
He's a regular at the free throw line. Burks knows how to put the onus on the officials.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Van Vliet outside. Here's Pirtle. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's Detroit up 5. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth. The backcourt guards are Cunningham and Ivy. Bogdanovich out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Wiseman in at the 5. Here's Siakam. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And when you look at Pascal Siakam, he has only gotten better.
Yes, GA, having his best seasons the last 3 years, averaging over 20 points, and he's a rebounding machine.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
And here's Bogdanovich. Fires from 14. And they get it back.
So frustrating when you can't get anything to go down as you're trying to help your team finish the job.
Anunoby finds Siakam. Pass to Pirtle. Rebound, Detroit. Wiseman's got 4 rebounds in this game. And for Siakam, Greg, he almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but He displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Using that length to attack inside, Siakam's a major challenge for any defender to stop.
Siakam hits them both. And Greg, beyond the lottery picks, this Pistons team has a lot of young players looking to make a name for themselves.
Second-round picks are guys let go by their first team. There's an underdog quality to the roster. Guys hungry to prove they belong.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Dwayne Casey talk to his team. But this game's still up for grabs. He told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Thank you, David. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Detroit.
Well, a lot of what has happened is that they have gotten to the line. They have done a great job of finding contact and making them pay.
And tonight we've also seen a lot of great play from them inside. They've been consistent in terms of attacking the interior of this D.
Ivy dishes to Wiseman. Shoots over Pirtle. Bagley trying to free himself up. Wiseman with the bucket. And the Pistons lead by 1.
And buckets like that have been hard to come by. Not the most exciting game. Both sides look way off in terms of their shooting.
You have to give credit to the defenses protecting the rim, closing out hard. This one's been a grind.
Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
A 3 from Bogdanovich. A three-pointer is right on target.
This is his shot. Bogdanovich has the touch from deep. He's confident from there, too.
Van Vliet finds Siakam. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on James Wiseman.
A foul can hold Pascal Siakam's shot back. He commits to the play and gets it in the air.
Barnes is checked in for Trent.
Yeah, that's who you want stepping to the line when the game is close.
Cunningham kicks to Ivy. Back to Cunningham. Bogdanovich passes to Cunningham.
The pressure is on for Cade Cunningham. Time for him to rise to this challenge.
First free throw is good, and that gives them the lead. And he is unable to get the second one.
You know he wanted to knock down all his shots at the line, but he still did enough to put them in front.
Siakam up top, defended by Bagley. Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Stepping up, Bagley lives to compete. He wants the ball when the game is on the line.
Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 1. 1:31 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Siakam passes to Pirtle. And here is Trent outside. He can't get that one to fall. The Pistons go the other way with it. Bogdanovich inside, covered by Siakam. The shot's good from Wiseman.
And look at Wiseman stepping up here, showing he's ready to shoulder the pressure of the moment.
Van Vliet finds Siakam. Passes it to Pirtle. Money! And that shot brings them to within just one.
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
It falls.
My, oh my. Talk about a guy who lives for these moments.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Great D that time from Bagley. Bogdanovich wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. And it's a 6-point Piston lead.
And how about the confidence Bogdanovich displayed there? This guy's a clutch shooter who loves being the man when the spotlight's on.
Van Vliet can't get it to go.
Trying to get his man back for the last three. It helps to not make this personal.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
The first overall pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham is a special talent. Lots to like about his game.
And the Raptors call time here. They're behind by 8. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. "15 seconds left in the game. Barnes outside. They need this. The shot that time, not on target. And so the Pistons take the win. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, thanking you for being with us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Here it is at long last. It's the Allie, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Miles.
Well, he is a presence, Allie, no question. Thank you. And now Indiana's starting group. They've got Tyrese Halliburton, Miles Turner out there with Buddy Hield, and it's Nembhard in at the 2 spot. And for Washington, they've got Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis out there with Daniel Gafford. Then there's Kyle Kuzma, and it's Wright in at the point. Well, Grant, everyone is excited for this season opening contest. That includes the fans, but even more so the players.
Well, there's nothing like a season opening contest. Yeah, both teams would love to kick things off with a big win, so expect to see them giving their all on the floor here tonight.
Here's Wright. The Pacers making their last shot. Now here's Beal. Oh, stolen by Turner. Pass to Nembhard. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. And he buries his first look.
Now you see how crafty Bradley Beal is. The athleticism helps in the paint. That's nicely done.
Right against Halliburton. And Porzingis with the block. Beal outside. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And Bradley Beal getting a huge contract this summer. Now, he committed to being with the Wizards for his prime. And there was some speculation he might leave, but he cemented his time in Washington for many years to come. And look at this. This summer, a 5-year extension for Bradley Beal. One of the richest contracts in NBA history, over $240 million.
Now here's Halliburton. Here's Nembhard. Oh, Beal picks his pocket. Now the Wizards in transition. They kick it out to Porzingis. A little over a minute and a half into this first quarter. Porzingis is doubled. Right outside. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And he's certainly elite. But does it surprise you that Bradley Beal has one of the biggest contracts in the NBA, Grant?
And that's just how it works. I mean, give it a few years and all the stars will be paid the same. That said, it must be nice. Those are some big checks. The ideal guard in today's NBA, Tyrese Halliburton, has length at 6'5". Now, he can run the offense, plus Tyrese is an excellent three-point shooter.
Beal outside. Back to Wright. Kuzma outside. Pass to Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Out to the wing. Ooh, excellent D there from Turner. And with Halliburton, the stats show a complete guard, Grant.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. 40% from deep. Halliburton's been top 10 in the league in assists. Defensively, just racking up steals. Tyrese can play the 1 through 3. He does just about everything.
Now here's Beal. Pass to Kuzma. It's Wright on the wing. Right side Porzingis. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Well, this is what you want to see. It's 7-3. Kristaps Porzingis finished through contact.
Here's Nora. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
A big group substitution here for Washington. Avdia, he's checked in for Gafford. Kispert comes in for Kuzma. Nunn's checked in for Bradley Beal. And it's Morris in for Wright. Nunn finds Porzingis. Back to Nunn. Now Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Down low. Shot clock at 6. Oh, and the fast break for the Pacers. Here's Hield. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one's on Monte Morris.
Buddy Hield so active on the offensive end, finds the defense in a compromised position and gets what he's looking for.
After making the playoffs 5 years straight, the Pacers have struggled to get back to the postseason.
Yeah, you know, B.A., they're trying to go through a rebuild right now, and that's going to take some time. But the front office and coaching staff appear comfortable with this direction, knowing it might be a while before they make the playoffs again.
McConnell, good.
Now, this guy has made giant strides in his playmaking. Nice setup by Buddy Hield right there.
Porzingis against Jackson. Right side, Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. Pass to Kispert. Shot is up. And too long on the shot. Indiana leading. Here's Matherin. That one's good for 2.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Morris passes to Porzingis. Back to Morris. Out to the right wing. Porzingis with it. Defended by Jackson. To end the run. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And early in his career, Porzingis was a shot creator. You think he can get back to that, Grant?
You know, B.A., yeah. In Dallas, his role was more catch and shoot. So it'll be interesting to see in a different system how active a role KP can fill, especially going to work inside.
Here's Matherin. Pass to Jackson. Now here's Hield. Tightly guarded. McConnell outside. And Porzingis with the block.
A swat by Porzingis, that wingspan, letting you know he's in the house.
Morris passes to Porzingis. And that comes off the assist by Morris. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Here's Hield. Top of the key jumper, no good. And so it's Indiana closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
They've got Kispert. Bradley Beal's out there with DeLon Wright. Then it's Daniel Gafford, and it's Kuzma in at the 4. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards.
This guy is never afraid to take it to the rim, and sometimes that means up and over at Bradley Beal.
Nembhard. And he gets the friendly roll as that one goes. He's got 5.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Beal left side. Knocked loose. And then Beal with the dunk.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Here's Nembhard. He's got 5. Here's Halliburton. And Gafford with the block. And he recovers it. Another shot. Gafford grabs the miss.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
It's Beal on the wing. Give him 8. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, B.A. Bradley Beal played for Coach Greg Popovich with the U.S. national team, and Pop said, quote, he's hard to keep up with. His balance and movement are very impressive. He stops on a dime, can pull up and shoot. That, along with his excellent footwork, are the most impressive things for me. Brian?
Yeah, great breakdown there, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Turner. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Beal outside. Halliburton outside. The Pacers again can't hit. Washington trailing.
Well, you think about the Washington Wizards and the tough ending to their season. They got out of the gate so hot, but cooled off and came in 12th in the East. That was their lowest ranking in 9 years, guys.
Now here's Beal. 10 points for him, and he gets the bucket. And here are the Pacers now. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Nembhard. And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. Here's Matherin. 5 on the clock. Over Kispert. And it's Matherin missing. And the good news for the Wizards is there's really nowhere to go but up.
Right, you have to learn from your mistakes and understand that the course of an 82-game season, it's not dictated by what you do in the first 15 games. I think these Wizards are ready to do just that, start to establish some consistency.
Yeah, and for the Pacers, things had gotten stale. So they bring in a new coach in Rick Carlisle, a new potential star in Tyrese Halliburton, a fresh start for this franchise.
Indiana switching things up recently, going forward in a new direction.
You know, B.A., change can be a good thing. Sometimes organizations can get comfortable winning 42, 44 games, losing in the first round. But the Pacers clearly want more. And you know what? I respect that.
And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
That wiry frame is stronger than you think. Buddy Hield finishing through the contest.
And the free throw, no good. For Washington, they've gone 4 for 6 here in the second. Pass to Morris. Now Porzingis. Back to Morris. Porzingis passes to Morris. Here's Beal. Right side Porzingis. Count it. And it's Morris with the assist. Porzingis has got 7 points in the game.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Back to Halliburton. Pass to Hield. McConnell with it. A step back shot. No luck on that one.
What a masterful job on the defensive end. Did everything possible to alter that shot.
Beal against McConnell. Beal left side. And then Beal with the dunk.
Guys, these big nights are becoming commonplace for Bradley Beal. Every night you know he's going to give you great productivity.
Hield against Beal. From downtown. Washington with a rebound. After this game, they can look forward to Detroit, where they will match up against the Pistons. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Bradley Beal has been leading the charge for Washington. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and Bradley Beal putting in some incredible work. He ended up with 15 points, 2 steals, and 1 rebound. It was a return to form for him tonight. And it's just about time now.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. How about Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game?
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Second half underway. Here's who Rick Carlisle's got on the floor. We've got Miles Turner. Buddy Hield is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Nembhard in at the 2. Porzingis finds Wright. Shoots over Halliburton. Off the left rim and out. Indiana trailing here. And Wright with the defensive effort. Beal outside. To the paint. Here's Porzingis. Misses off the right iron. The Pacers shooting just 38% for this game so far. Pass to Turner. Here's Nora, pounded by Beal. Yes! And the foul! It's going to be on Bradley Beal.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Last season, Washington was hot out of the gates. They started 10-3, but things did not end well.
You know, and after that hot start, BA, a 25-44 ending for the Wizards, failing to make the play-in game as well. Just a disappointing season after the promise Washington showed early.
Pass to Kuzma. And here's Porzingis. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Hield. In transition, here come the Pacers. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Wow, Buddy Hield being opportunistic on the defensive end, swiping that one away.
Now here's Kuzma. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Beal outside. For 3. Pacers with a rebound.
Well, an 0-for-3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Halliburton against Wright. Nora. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. And now a 5-point Pacer lead.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more. Kispert's checked in for Porzingis.
Guys, you think about the Indiana Pacers, a team that has had several coaching changes of late, and obviously that kind of inconsistency has no doubt played a part in their recent struggles.
Pass to Hield. Here's Nora, defended by Kuzma. Back to Hield. 6 on the shot clock. Fires from deep. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 4th rebound in this one. Well, the Pacers hired Rick Carlisle as their coach for the 2nd time, by the way, in the summer of 2021.
That's exactly right, B.A. Remember, Coach Carlisle was quite successful here between 2003 and 2007. Then he moved on to be the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks for 13 years. Obviously a championship coach that 1 year with Dirk Nowitzki. I think the Pacers optimistic Coach Carlisle can help speed up this rebuild.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot. Well, Brian, the Wizards have been aggressively reshaping their roster. What they haven't done is tear it down and start a rebuild. That's often the most popular route for teams stuck in the middle, but the Wizards seem to be hoping they can catch lightning in a bottle. Back to you.
No appetite for the restart, Allie. Thanks.
Well, that is about recognition right there from Tyrese Halliburton. He recognizes the overcommitment, makes the defense pay.
Now a timeout called by Washington. Washington making some changes. Avdia, he's checked in for Kuzma. Nunn comes in for Bradley Beal. And it's Morris in for Wright. Morris passes to Nunn. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the 3rd quarter. And stolen by McConnell. Pass to Matherin. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Got to give him credit for jumping on the ball and making the most at the other end.
Boy, inexcusable at this point of the game. They got to be more composed in these moments.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Morris passes to Nunn. 1 minute left in the 3rd. Back to Morris. Can they get it? The rebound by Jackson.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
They get the rebound. Second shot opportunity. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. Now a timeout called by Washington. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
Nimhart, he's checked in for Indiana. Pass to Avdia. The kick out to Morris. The Wizards need to get off a shot here. Here's Gafford. It's rebounded by Indiana.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And so it's Indiana earning this break in the action, up 10. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. Kristaps Porzingis out there with Avdia. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then it's Monte Morris. And it's Wright in at the one. That's the group for Washington right now. And it's Hield missing. The Wizards shooting the rock well at 46%. Wright, the pass to Morris. Here's Avdia. Kuzma outside.
Well, the 27th pick in 2017, Kyle Kuzma made first team all-rookie. He was displaying just sort of significantly better shooting in the pros than he did in college at Utah.
All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for the Pacers?
Yeah, they were so aggressive from the start, getting the ball into the painted area. Now, they stuck to their game plan, and it paid off.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Well, you look at Kuzma's shooting percentages. His rookie season still his most efficient, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he stayed at about that same level. But as an offensive-minded player, if he can progress a little, that would certainly help his value.
Boy, you think about the surprises at the trade deadline back in 2022. The one that shocked me the most, the Mavericks sending Kristaps Porzingis to the Wizards. I was shocked.
Gafford, he's checked in for Washington. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up. Of course, the big Porzingis trade really did catch people off guard.
It seemed when he was acquired by the Mavericks that Kristaps and Luka Doncic were going to be the backbone of the Mavericks for a long time. How quickly things change in the NBA.
Pass to Beal. And he banks in the layup. Beal's got 23 points.
Well, Bradley Beal has become such a good playmaker, finishing through contact. That is beautiful.
Halliburton outside. Hield finds Turner. Back to Hield. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
For a guy with the shot mechanics of Buddy Hield, you'd love to see him get to the free throw line more. But it's really not his game. He is just a dead-eye three-point shooter.
You know, the Wizards really came up short last season on the defensive end. They consistently struggled to get stops, which makes it twice as hard to win games.
Right, the pass to Beal. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Just fundamental basketball from Kristaps Porzingis. Establish yourself inside and finish with the jam.
You just wonder how the Wizards can remedy their defensive weaknesses from last year.
Well, B.A., mindset is a big part of it. They just need to have better focus on pressuring the ball handlers and making sure shots are getting well contested.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep growing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Appreciate the report, Allie.
When Halliburton gets this close to the cup, he's got that little teardrop. Very tough to stop it.
Right, the pass to Porzingis. Beal from outside. And that one goes. Now 10 for 13 on the night.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
Pass to Nembhard. Halliburton against Wright. Halliburton, the pass to Turner. Here's Nembhard. Puts up a three. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Beal outside. Pass to Porzingis. Puts it up from 12. And he can't get that one. So Indiana will take it the other way. Now Halliburton. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Now here's Beal. Guarded closely. Pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Kuzma. Back to Porzingis. Right outside. Shoots over Halliburton, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Morris, he's checked in for Washington. The Pacers have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Kuzma against Hield. The rebound by the Wizards. Gafford's got 8 rebounds in the game. And Beal gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis. Beal's got 8 here in this quarter.
That's a big-time delivery from Bradley Beal.
Hield against Kuzma. Pass to Nembhard. Back to Hield. Launches a 3. Here's Nembhard. Here's Nora. Defended by Porzingis. Here's Hield. The Pacers again can't hit.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Oh, a bona fide superstar in this league. Beal looking to help his team close strong. They need these points badly.
Good on both.
Just so reliable at the line. There was never a doubt that those were money.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A. The clock is theirs to burn.
And Gafford with the block.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Here's Porzingis. Oh, he got it! He got it! And he's tied it up. What a shot!
Big-time shot, sending his teammates into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Let's take a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Buddy Hield.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the 3-ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Halliburton against Morris. Halliburton outside. Over Morris. No good!
His defensive talent, such a gift for his squad.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. Here's Beal. Oh, had a chance to win it right there. Couldn't get it to fall. Time expires. We're going to overtime. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after the break. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's the Pacers with the ball. They've got Halliburton, and it's Nwora in at power forward. Nembhard. And the ball out of play. The Wizards will have it.
Yeah, simply stated, you have to take care of the basketball, and they don't on that possession.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
What a powerful rejection. He's not wanting them to get an advantage in this competitive game.
Right, the pass to Beal. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And for Indiana, they're shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Pass to Nembhard. Here's Nwora. Rebound, Washington. Gafford's got 9 rebounds now. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Halliburton. Overtime just getting started here. Just about a minute in.
You know, we've seen him just tear after the rebounds tonight. No fear. You have to love that effort.
Kuzma, the pass to Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Halliburton. In overtime, here a minute and a half gone. And here's Turner. Oh, and they take the lead. Turner's got his first points of the game.
Miles Turner comes up big in such a big-time moment. All right, Miles, we see you.
Porzingis passes to Wright. Back to Porzingis. And they double up Porzingis. And here's Wright from the arc. The rebound by Turner. For Indiana, they've gotten 1 shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Puts it up from 12. Rebound by the Wizards.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
In transition, here they come. Halliburton misses.
And the game has come down to this. They need a score, or you can practically call it quits.
Beal with it. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Over Halliburton. Oh, and Turner with a block.
I tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. Ooh, he doesn't hit the first. That was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton is a skilled free throw shooter. Pressure is on. Can he continue that theme?
Now a timeout called by Washington. They trail by 3. There's 10 seconds left in OT. All right, guys, what's your take?
Tricky situation here. They need some kind of bucket to stay alive.
And it's either got to be a three-pointer or a score quickly and take the foul.
And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Beal. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
A superb scorer and a talented distributor. Tyrese Halliburton is exactly the type of point guard every team would love to have.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
Timeout called. The Wizards. They're behind by 5. 5 ticks left in overtime. All right, guys, what do you think?
Too little, too late. Making a change won't save them now.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Oh, he nails it!
Oh, you love the aggressiveness and the swagger that Porzingis has to take that shot. Such a clutch play from the Latvian.
And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game. And so the Pacers take the win. Things looked a little uneven for them down the stretch, but in overtime they took control.
And BA, I don't think they expected this one to be so hard fought, but when they went into
To our team's success, what it really is it's our confidence. Like, when we're playing for this big amount of money, all these other teams are playing like real tight, and when we're playing, we're just laughing, having fun, like we're going to lose.
Yeah, I would say it's our confidence in each other, our trust in each other, and then we always, rolling off good vibes, good energy. And that's how we continue to press on no matter what we're going through.
Love to see it. Now, Ant, you took home MVP honors, 9 points.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Of course, the NBA has had some legendary trash talkers. But Damian Lillard says it's not really a verbal assault like it used to be. In this era, it's more gestures from the watch.
And the message usually received, D.A., thank you. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And for Dallas, we've got Luka Doncic, Wood out there with Reggie Bullock. Then it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Hardaway in at the small forward.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot riding on.
And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. And, of course, this is the first they're seeing of Dallas. Conley, the pass to Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Here's McDaniels. Out to Conley from past the arc. No good on that one. And it's Dallas the other way. On its way from Irving for 2. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Towns is doubled. And Towns throws it down.
Well, you got to respect and admire the focus of Towns. I mean, he just doesn't get rattled. He just stays with it, embraces the challenge, and keeps coming.
Now, here's Doncic. Now the pass to Bullock. Out to Hardaway. Wide open look. Bucket is good.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Conley finds Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns showing you the quickness and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Outside Irving. Doncic against Conley. Hardaway from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Towns. Oh, and the jam by Towns.
How about this combo, guys? Part super athlete, part contortionist. Towns continues to impress.
Pass to Bullock. Outside Hardaway. Passes it to Doncic. Another shot. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Now here's Towns after Luka Doncic's miss. And Karl Anthony Towns again. Towns has got 8 points. You can feel the excitement for the new season. And Greg, when you were playing, is there an opening day that really stands out in your mind?
Back in '95, I think it was, we started the season with back-to-back wins. The team was feeling good. Then we promptly lost 21 straight.
And the Mavericks with some changes. JaVale McGee's checked in for Wood. Mike Powell comes in for Reggie Bullock. And it's Green in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And then for Minnesota, Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Noel in for Mike Conley.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Boy, what balance from Doncic. I mean, he never seems to get rattled, even when he attracts contact on the way to score. Maintains his poise in those situations extremely well for a young player.
Here's Noel. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by McGee. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. Trailing by 2.
During the summer of 2021, the Mavericks had some major changes. Longtime head coach Rick Carlisle left after 13 years in Dallas, and they also got a new GM.
Now here's Towns after the miss from JaVale McGee. McGee with the block.
Yeah, if you had to pick the top priority for McGee, I think that's it. Contest shots, block shots, get in the air, use that length to deny shots at the rim.
Hardy, he's checked in for Doncic. Now here's Edwards. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Minnesota making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. That one drops. He ties it up.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Here's Irving. And he gets the bucket.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Here's Alexander Walker. Guarded by Powell. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Count that one. Irving's got 6.
Well, that's why they're in front. Now, aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the dish to Gobert. To halt the run.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Irving, good.
You know, the defense has to be better. I mean, you can't give up that look.
Here's Noel. And the layup's good off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for Dallas. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Dallas.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Naz Reid out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Conley. Then there's McDaniels. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. 5 on the clock. Towns. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Mavericks leading.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender. And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
That one goes. Count it. Now here's Hardy. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, How does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Thanks very much. Now, from the step back to his attacking style, some have compared Luka Doncic to the Bear, James Harden. There are some similarities, Harden said. Being able to dictate and control the game like he does, he never lets anyone speed him up, and he gets what he wants. Back to you, Kevin.
He always has. They're both pretty fun to watch. David, thank you.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Up top, Doncic. Over by Conley. The shot, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Dallas, no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Conley. Back to McDaniel. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. McDaniel's got 6 in the quarter.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Here's Hardaway. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff drought.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
Dallas calls timeout, and you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
Oh, it's way more common now, and let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Reggie Bullock. Green comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Harden. Timberwolves passing it around. A nice shot by Anderson.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Outside Irving. There's 1:38 left now here in the second. Such a wide open look. Doncic has got his second bucket.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him. Not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Yep, that one goes. Edwards got the lead up to 6 now for Minnesota.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Irving looking for an opening. Tries from 10, and rejection by McDaniel. To the inside. Doncic with the steal. Out to the right wing. From deep, Wood. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Irving against Edwards. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Doncic against Edwards. And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, I think this is exactly what the coaching staff wants from Doncic, guys. I mean, being aggressive and committed to scoring the ball, looking for his shot.
Outside Edwards. Here's Gobert. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the marker.
your Mavericks.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a closely contested first quarter for Minnesota, and they kept it close, trailing by, at the most, 4 points. What a second quarter for them. They're up by 6 at the break. A nice lead. And, Kenny, what did you see? And it's just about time now for the third.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Timberwolves leading by 6. We've got Wood. Luka Doncic out there with Kyrie Irving. Then there's Reggie Bullock, and it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Jason Kidd. Teardrop shot, and Doncic lays it in. Doncic has got the first basket of the second half here for the Mavs.
And Kyrie Irving, a Picasso with the ball in his hands. And like a lot of genius-level creators, he marches to the beat of his own drum.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Back to Doncic. Floats it up for Wood.
Boy, Doncic, with his size and ball skills and vision, is a master, a maestro in the pick and roll. He can make just about any pass necessary out of the pick and roll set.
McDaniels passes to Towns. Here's Hardaway. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Jaden McDaniels. You know, Greg, Kyrie sometimes is just a tough guy to figure out.
And the danger is pulling too much in your own direction. Even he confessed regrets about in Cleveland withdrawing from teammates and isolating himself. All part of growth.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards.
You can tell Towns is a true modern-day player. He's got a diverse skill set, and he can do so much more than you're used to seeing from a guy his size at his position.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Second chance shot. Here's McGee. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
Towns is doubled. Back to Conley. Outside, Towns. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. McGee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Bullock passes to Irving. Down low. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one is on Towns.
And the question for the Mavs is simple. How do you best build around Luka Doncic? They'll try to answer that in the coming years.
For Dallas, they have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And Greg, it just seems for the Mavs, it's all about finding the right fit for the role players.
And that's why this team was willing to move on from Porzingis. Going forward, you could see them look a lot like the Harden era Rockets.
Hardy, he's checked in for Dallas. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Dwight Powell's checked in for Reggie Bullock. And a change for the Timberwolves. Anderson's checked in.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
From about 19 feet, Irving can't get it to go. Minnesota leading by 6. Reed the pass to Conley. Here's Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past. Just keep evolving as a team.
Dallas making a switch here. Green's checked in. Noel, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Got to give it up for Powell now. I mean, he excels at rising off the ground to punch home these alley-oops.
Towns against Powell. Powell pulls it in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Yeah, tit for tat on the glass. Just one more aspect of what's been a very closely contested ball game here.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
Towns against Powell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Good show of power that time by Towns, putting his shot up despite the foul.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawn some fouls.
Doncic is checked in for Hardy. The Mavericks, GA, have been trying to tighten up their defense the past few seasons, and it's beginning to show.
And we're seeing signs that the players are getting the message, and they're spending more energy at that end of the floor, and that's essential for any elite team. And, guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
Edwards kicks to Gobert. From 8 feet away, he drops it in. Gobert's got his second bucket of the night.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Green, the pass to Wood. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Hardaway for three. That shot missing. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Edwards against Green. Edwards passes to Gobert. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 7-point Timberwolves lead.
And using his insane wingspan and athletic frame, Gobert can flat out dominate down low.
And he's able to get it back. Wood kicks to Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And a look at the five for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Nas Reed out there with Gobert, and it's Conley in at the point. Gobert dishes to Edwards. McDaniels up top. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves. And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Towns, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish he wanted there.
Conley, the pass to Towns. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Edwards with the block.
And you see Edwards trying to do this more, impose his will at the defensive end. Good job defensively that time.
Gobert lays it up and banks it in. Gobert's got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves. For Dallas, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Dallas calls timeout.
And since being the first pick of the 2020 draft, Anthony Edwards has not disappointed.
I'll tell you something, partner. The Timberwolves got that one right. Did they ever? I mean, we knew about his nuclear athleticism, but the leadership, the work ethic, the ability to impact winning also have been evident. This is a multi-time All-Star going forward.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. The pass to Irving. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And there's the feed to Gobert. Edwards dishes to Conley. Kicks to McDaniels. Right wing. Right side Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Showing us a little bit of everything tonight. Karl Anthony Towns, extremely versatile, taking over at the offensive end.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Minnesota with the ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. Stolen. Bullock kicks to Irving. And the 3 off target.
I wouldn't be surprised if he gets yanked soon. I mean, that's how bad his shot selection has been.
Conley, the pass to Gobert. Left side, Towns. Outside Conley. Wood against Towns. Shot clock at 5. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That one goes on Wood.
Showing determination inside. Towns absorbs the contact and gets the whistle.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an All-Star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an All-Star.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dallas. And the Timberwolves call time here. They lead by 12. 1:41 left in the 4th quarter. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Michael Conley.
You know, I've really liked how aggressive he's been getting inside. He's finding lanes and avenues to the rim and making the defense pay when he does get inside. I thought he really helped lead the charge for his team.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this. And on the road, no less. Edwards passes to Reed. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. For Mike Conley, year 13 was lucky for him, going to that first All-Star game.
And that was the longest wait ever to become an All-Star. Conley, 33 at the time of that first selection, just shows you the work ethic of Mike, always trying to improve.
Back to Towns, stolen by Bullock.
Not only racking up points, but also limiting their opponent's scoring. Really impressive win here for the Timberwolves.
And it may be a comfortable win for him, but, you know, they had to weather a few storms along the way, and that's all part of the story.
Yeah, Kevin, this was by no means the runaway that it might appear to be. It was a scrappy performance, though, all the way through.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
Boy, a fantastic performance. And I tell you something, I mean, you get roadkill, that's always a challenge in the NBA, no matter what, and they got it done.
Conley dishes to Towns. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
Shot's good.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
So it's Minnesota winning this one easily. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Rudy, your impact on the game defensively, always something.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for the first game of